It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And this one features the Steamers' rocket arm quarterback. He had the green light to sling it last week, over 450 yards passing. It's the Steamers and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Steamers of San Antonio taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio Ball Club, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nelson into space at the 45 and all the way out to the 45-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 108 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Now a carry for Allen. Fights loose. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. This is 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Nelson. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Allen. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll run with Allen. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away their timing.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Nelson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Nelson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. On play action, they'll throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steamers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Nelson now throwing to start the drive. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you look at this defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll take it at the 42. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Monroe. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup there. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again. Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, touchdown! From 21 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to. When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Dallas offense set for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Allen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Nelson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Nelson. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And as a result, possession switches hands.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake for Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had brought every other ball to come in his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Monroe. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Steamers.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nelson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He finds his man, complete. That's Crawford. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Back out comes San Antonio.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, Monroe, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
3rd and 9 here.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Set to throw is Nelson. Throwing on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Caught by Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year back knocks it through the goalpost.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
8 yards on the pickup.
Nelson to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun, Nelson.
That is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure. and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about two-thirds complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin in the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio, and it's the Thunderbirds who've rocketed to the lead. The Thunderbirds seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. The Texans trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you, and that one all tied. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And the half will begin with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Nelson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Crawford. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Nelson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Nelson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And his kick here is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2nd and 5.
At the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
McPherson on for the point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Henley. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Henley. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Steamers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
On first down, Henley. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And this offense on third down today, a pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
On first down, Monroe. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Up the middle they go. Monroe. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Looking to throw. Henley. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Henley. He finds his man complete. It's Crawford. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Back to throw. Henley.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. 52 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. Chris taking it at the goal line. Taking it right down Broadway. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cowboys 28.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Henley. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off play action. Henley got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Henley. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 6-yard pickup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henley.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
That is caught.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Looking to throw. Henley. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Dancing to his left. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 3rd down, Monroe.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Antonio, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, They're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh.